Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Dan.
We're the Ragamuffins, and we're here at Burnt Down Festival with Cam from Love Is Noise.
Hello, boys. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah. It's wet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
To not dampen our spirits.
Yeah, literally. I'm used to it being from the north, so.
Yeah, you probably brought it down with you, to be fair.
Yeah, literally.
Cool. First things first, man. Last time we spoke to you, Love Is Noise was just one person. Now it is a band of 4.
It is. It's a band of 4. They're currently invisible. But yeah, my brothers Joe, Sam, and Alex are with me for the ride, and it's been very special to be able to really feel like a band again. Because when you're on your own, it can be quite lonely sometimes. You know, they've toured with me previously on tours with Palmerhead and Thornhill, and it's been the best of times. And then it was like, okay, boys, do you want to be a part of the band? And they had to make the decision because it was a big one. And yeah, they all decided to come and join the madness. So yeah, very lucky to have them a part of the band. And yeah, we're in a golden era, I think, of Love Is Noise.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's going to be a thing for a very long time. So yeah, very lucky.
Yeah. How's it felt like creatively as well, sort of letting them into what you're doing? And
yeah, it's been incredible. So me and Alex, we're the two who write the music, and him, well, from Holding Me onwards. Actually, not Holding Me. I did Holding Me and All Eyes Shut. The new song that is about to be released is me and Alex. So him being involved with the music has been great because he's a producer himself. He has his own studio, and it's been so easy because normally what I'd be doing is I'd literally have a 3-string acoustic guitar, and I'd have my phone, and I would be recording that acoustic guitar into my phone, and then I'd put it into my DAW because I didn't have an interface at the time. So Holding Me was literally written with a 3-string guitar, and I've decommissioned that guitar to be, I'm not putting any more strings on it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a piece of history.
Absolutely.
So I'm sorry that most of Love Is Noise stuff at the minute is just a chord with 3 strings, because it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Alex now, with his guitars and how he can play, and because he can play way better than me, I can just do Everlong. That's basically what I
Yeah.
But I have so many crazy ideas in my head that I want to put onto paper, and Alex can do all of that. So this new song we have called Everyone Bleeds, it'll probably be out by the time this is out. It literally has the craziest like John Petrucci solo in it, with one of the hardest breakdowns I've ever done, and then an under-oath chorus, and then like a 1975 verse. And these are all the ideas I've made because I love so many different types of music, and being with Alex and being able to sit in his studio and put them all together in a way that works really well is great. We work together, we're a good duo, and it's going to be, well, it takes some of the weight off of me so more ideas can flow, and it's just great that we've been able to have that partnership, and you'll all hear it in the new song. I say it all the time, it's the best Love Is Noise song yet, but it really is.
Yeah.
Sorry you guys couldn't hear it, I should have sent it to you.
Oh, that's all good, man.
You can imagine it.
I'm trying to. All those influences you just said there, I'm trying to imagine it in my head.
Gluing it together somehow.
And with the heaviest thing we've ever done right at the end.
I love how you mentioned the 1975, and it's also the heaviest thing you've ever done.
Yeah. And Dream Theater in the same song.
Yeah.
It's just
man's
so
literally sweet picking, like. Oh, it's crazy.
And is it the same with drums as well?
Yeah, so Joe, this is the first song he's had this is the first song he has recorded drums on, which is cool. Before it was Louis Janamore, and he's incredible, one of the most underrated drummers. He should be playing for the biggest bands. I don't know why he isn't, but that'll come. But Joe has come in, and with his style, his in the pocket feel, left-handed as well, so it's kind of new. So you'll actually hear the drum mixes with a left-handed drummer. So that's kind of cool.
That's interesting.
Some people won't know. Most people won't notice that, but if you hear a hi-hat on the right, it's because he's left-handed.
Yeah.
Not because we panned it wrong.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, no, that's cool.
So that's cool, and we've added 2 toms and 2 floor toms, and his groove, and it's amazing that he's a part of it, and he's added, because I love to really over accent everything. I love to have a load of stupid fills which sometimes don't need to be there. So what Joe's done, he's come in and he's been like, hey, let's calm it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't need to add a cymbal here. I don't need to. It's all about the music, and that's what he's added to the band. And it's he's incredible. And Sam, our bassist, he's become the rig king. So most people don't know, but 2000 Trees, it was a mess because our laptop decided to do its thing.
We were there, we were gutted for you.
Because it was going to be so sick, but unfortunately things didn't pan out the way we wanted. So Sam was like, no, I'm taking the reins here. We're going to have a rig that's unbeatable, won't break, will be sick. It's a fly rig, it's everything. So yeah.
So he's already having a big influence.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
So we all split everything 4 ways in terms of all the stuff we need to do. So it's not all on my shoulders. So I can chill and be a front man, but also be able to be a human. Because before I had to be everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know that's really hard on your mental. So it's just great to have 4 people who want to put the same effort in as me. Not saying anyone else didn't in the band. It's just cool to have this crew, and it's incredible. And our crew as well, our photographer, our sound guy, our drivers, the whole thing is just one. We all have the same vision, which is to get Love Is Noise to where it needs to be. And we're very blessed to have everyone around us.
Amazing. Well, the future sounds really exciting, but let's take a moment to reflect on To Live in a Different Way. It's been about 6 to 7 months since it came out, I think, but it's been about half a year.
Yeah.
Has the relationship with the album changed much since it's been released, and sort of since you've had a chance to play some of the songs live?
Yeah, so I'm a very honest person, so I'm going to say this. To Live in a Different Way at the time, I thought was incredible, but I think now that we wrote an album that needed to be written 5 or 6 years into our life cycle.
Interesting, yeah.
Of the band, because we did create something new with all the influences, but we kind of moved away from the core of what Love Is Noise was. So I think we've gained quite a few new fans from the sound, but I think we've lost a few because of where we've kind of moved away. And what I've wanted to do is bring that back, not because of the fact that we wrote something different. It was just because my influences move more towards what we're doing now. So with Hole in Me and All Eyes Shut.
Yeah.
So I think if Tom was still in the band, we would have gone in that direction and we would have done well. But I think that because he's no longer in the band and we've got new members and mine and Alex's influences, it's just been lucky that what we like, a lot of the older fans liked as well. So I think we're rebuilding that connection, but we're also building a new connection with new fans who also like To Live in a Different Way, but they are also they love hardcore, they love deathcore, they also love that type of stuff. And we were shying away from going into that world. Like in our minds we were like, okay, we don't actually want to be a heavy band, we want to be someone who plays with like Oasis or whatever. But for me, I'm not that. I love heavy music, I love hardcore, I love deathcore. I'm literally listening to the Saga Frame album every single day. Like, that's my stuff. But I also love, Sabrina Carpenter. I also love Oasis, and I love all the stuff, the Radiohead. I love all of what we did on To Live in a Different Way. So I think now we've got our sound that is 100% authentic. I'm not saying what To Live in a Different Way, I'm not saying To Live in a Different Way wasn't authentic, but it wasn't fully authentic to what we are now because Tom's no longer in the band. So I'm very blessed to have made that album because it was very hard to make. I've never recorded an album where I had such a hard time because mentally and stuff like that. So I'm glad I did that so that I know what not to do when we move further to do album 2. So yeah, very blessed to have done that and very blessed to have those songs. And the songs fit in certain sets, so headline sets where the crowd is there for us, but sometimes they don't work live because you have to know us to really get it. And because I'm spin kicking every 4 seconds, like I can't do that until a different way, and then the energy drops. But that's fine for like a headline set because people can rest and they can really look at what we're doing and appreciate the guitar work and the drums and the bass. But when it's a set with like today or on the Love Run or any sets where we need to grab people straight away, some of those songs have been cut out for most of the songs that have high energy straight away. Yeah. Just because it makes more sense, especially with how people's attention spans are really low at the minute. I just want to go, boom, here we are. You've never heard us before, and now you have to know who we are. 1, because we're very loud. 2, we're in Italy, and you're hearing a northern voice. Youngblood times 2, you know what I mean? And then 3, you're just getting energy straight away. Yep. And you have to work with us, because I'm telling you, like, it's infectious.
Yeah, for sure.
But with the, as I said, with the songs where they're a little, quieter and stuff, we need a crowd that's already locked in to be able to really enjoy that. So we'll save those for the headline sets. Hopefully when we get to play to loads more people, it'll be amazing, and, we'll use those for those times. But right now, it's all about energy.
Yeah.
It's all about emotion and smacking you right in the face.
Sick.
That's the vibe at the minute.
Yeah, man. I mean, you sort of kind of answered what would have been my next question, but I guess the reason for releasing those 2 new songs and then this one that's coming out relatively soon after a full-length album was the idea to sort of redefine the identity again.
Yeah. So when Tom left, I was like, okay, what do we do here? Do I take a long break and come out with an album with a full band and do it all in that way? Or, because we already had 2 songs that were part of the contracts for a deluxe edition of the album, but I was like, okay, it doesn't feel right for me to continue on with To Live a Different Way and do a deluxe version because Tom's no longer in the band, so I want to leave that part of the band and his legacy there, and then we create and restart the band again.
Yeah.
With the 4 of us, and so yeah, that's what we did. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sit here, use the summer of 2023 to write 2 new songs. Well, I've wrote like 5 or 6. We've got way more now. But I was like, okay, they're the freshest ones and the ones that we thought worked the best. So I went to the studio myself with Kel, our producer, and was like, okay, we're going to just make these 2, put them out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I have a band at that point. I was just like, okay, we've got to reinvigorate what Love Is Noise truly is, and that's what those songs kind of have been. And then we got an opportunity where we needed to make this song in like a week, so we made Everyone Bleeds in 1 week from writing it to booking in the studio time to being in the studio.
Wow.
To having it mixed and mastered and to having it given to the label because they need around 3 or 4 weeks in advance for it to be released. So we finished it like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, Everyone Bleeds was done in a week.
Wow.
If we can do what we've done in a week, oh my god, the album's gonna be fucked, man.
Like leaves you like no time for like second thoughts, or you've just
No.
got to trust the
Yeah, you
instinct
can't
of
doubt
what
yourself.
you've
It's
done.
just
Yeah.
Just got to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
And have fun. We were laughing the whole time. You'll see on the BTS video that we have, we're taking the piss in the best way. Like, not Loose have said it before, they want to make music that makes them laugh because it's so crazy and so fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. But also writing lyrics that really mean something. Like these lyrics are really, there's not many lyrics, but you can feel the emotion in them. It's yeah, so that's what we want to do. We just want to have fun, want to make stupid music, but music that works and people can like lose their minds to, but also cry at the same time. Which, yeah, that's all I can say about that. Really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've already spoken about the upcoming single in some detail. If you could sort of restrict it to just 3 words, what words would you go for?
Okay. I don't want to say heavy because that's just. Okay, bonkers. That's
Nice.
I don't know. A better description of heavy.
That's the Dizzy Rascal feature
Yeah,
confirmed.
literally. Come on. Then, so we've got bonkers, we've got emotional, and we have groovy.
Nice.
They're the 3. Bonkers,
that.
groovy, and emotional. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You've obviously travelled quite far to get here today. What is it about festivals like Burn It Down that make it worth the trip?
So, I've played Burn It Down in multiple bands previously. I've also played it with Love Is Noise, and to see it grow in the way it has grown is incredible. And fans of music need to support independent promoters. They need to support independent festivals because without these festivals, bands will not have the ability to play to more people, you know. And if Burn It Down come out at any time, no matter how big we are, we'll always do what we can to play this festival because they helped us when we were smaller. And they've helped so many bands, and they put so much effort in.
Yeah.
There's festivals where they just, they just get bands on because they seem fit at the time. They seem like they're popping off, but Burn It Down to put bands they enjoy on, no matter how big they are.
Yeah.
And it's just a great environment. Everyone's smiling, everyone's laughing, and it's in Torquay. Like it's a D town. It's like hardly anyone comes here, you know. And the fact that they get people here, and it's just amazing. And it's incredible to come so far down the country and be able to play to, sell merch to people you never met before and meet so many cool bands and do these interviews and just have promoters that really do care about the music. That's why Burn It Down is incredible. And I hope that people who come to these festivals, they then go, oh, I want to make my own festival, or I want to create an environment like this in my own city or my own town, because there's not enough people putting on shows. and then people buy tickets to the bigger tours, and people buy tickets to the tours where they feel like they're getting their money's worth, without giving the smaller tours and the smaller shows the, you know, what they deserve. Because, you know, money's hard to come by, especially with how things are. Everything's costing an incredible amount. Like a coffee's £4 now, it probably used to be £2. You know, the cost of living is higher. But I think the more people put effort into their local scenes, the more people will come to those shows, and then the promoters will have less stress because they don't have to worry about ticket sales, so they can bring bigger bands to their smaller cities because they know people will turn up. And I think that Burn It Down can do it because they know people will come to these festivals. They'll come to Burn It Down, you know. They'll come to festivals in Plymouth. They'll come to festivals in Southampton, you know, or you know, in Leicester or B-Town, Bradford or whatever. You know, the UK used to have so many bands playing all around, and they used to be doing 20, 30 dates in the UK.
Yeah.
But now they're only doing A towns because just people aren't coming. But then Oasis turns up. Okay, I'm going to go to a show. I don't care. I'm going to spend £1 million, £2 million pounds on beer. I get it because they're this massive band. But imagine, well, I think Manchester's doing that now. It's taken Oasis to come and make all this money for them to realise, oh, live music is important.
Yeah.
It's annoying that that's happened because venues are getting shut down, like Retro Bar in Manchester and loads of other venues around the country. And what Music Venue Trust as well are doing is incredible. And I hope that when we're bigger, we can, you know, have percentages off our tickets to go to a place like Music Venues Trust because they're so important. But venues need to stay alive. There needs to be more festivals like Burn It Down around the country. We're playing a festival called Skygaze in Birmingham, and there needs to be more independent promoters. And the only way they can survive is if fans of music actually don't just listen to the music on Spotify. They go and pay £5 or £10 or whatever. Forget the delivery on the Friday. Go to the gig instead. And buy your band's merch, because Spotify isn't enough. And the more we talk about it, the more fans of music will understand that. And
absolutely.
And, you know, put money in the hands of people who deserve it instead of conglomerates that just don't give a fuck. So yeah
100%.
Speaking of festivals closer to home, though, you've got No Play in Liverpool.
Hell yeah.
You have to forgive me because it's a busy time at the moment. Has it been yet, or is that still coming up?
No, that is. It's next week. I think it's next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's next weekend. So it's a blur, like, because we've had the Love Tour announced, and then we've had this tour, and it's just been so. I think it is next week, and my boy Ted runs that. He's been my friend for like 10 years.
Oh, sick! Nice.
Yeah, he's my boy. The whole crew at No Play. I played No Play when it wasn't called No Play,
right?
And it was Ted's own festival. It was called Ted Fest. So I played it like literally like 10 years ago, or around that, in my first ever band, and then to be able to play it where they've got 5 venues in the middle of Liverpool, the boys.
Absolutely, man.
And like there's literally 3 out of the 4 members of Lovers Noise are all Liverpool fans. So to be able to play that, like we played it 2 years ago, like Burn It Down, no one really knew who we were, and the fact that we get to headline one of the stages, and I'm going to have a packed crowd, and then get to see our friends God Complex after, and you know. And with Liverpool being home of Love as well, it's just going to be a load of friends around, and it's going to be incredible. And then you've got No Play, you've got Burn It Down, you've got these festivals that need to stay alive, and people need to continue going to them, because I'd prefer festivals being run by independent people who I know are great, instead of like Live Nation are amazing, but I don't want massive companies just putting on festivals because it makes money. Like I want independent promoters to be able to get to the stages of, like, you know, All Point East, or like Download, and there may be a time where they have to sell it out, because if they sell to bigger companies, they can keep it running. I get it, but imagine it could stay independent. You know, like Slam Dunk, for example. I don't know what their financial situation is, but it looks to be still run by the same people at Slam Dunk. So I would love No Play, Burn It Down to get to that level, because they all deserve it. And you know, they put the effort in. They care about music. Like all these. I can't remember what the promotion company is that runs Burn It Down, but they put shows on around here. No Play puts on shows around Liverpool. It's just incredible what these guys are doing, and without them, none of our bands can exist. So, and they need all the love at all times, and I'm glad people are buying tickets, and I'm glad they can put bigger bands on and do cool.
I mean, this is our 3rd year here, and it feels like it's like growing, and there's always something new every time we come in. Like there's a a room over there across the street with like a skate park
That's
and
sick.
like a wrestling ring.
A wrestling
and stuff
ring.
In this year,
I'm walking in
which
like
is
I'm
sick.
the biggest wrestling
Yeah,
fan.
we can't wait.
And I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, if I can get a wireless mic, can I come and do a 5-star frog splash and smack down as the breakdown hits, do my thing, and then
Sick, yeah.
walk away and then go back? That would be sick." But yeah.
Hole in Me as a wrestling walkout song. It's
Oh
fucking-
my god, I just want that. NXT or whatever wrestler finds us. I
Yeah.
hope they do.
UK indie wrestling scene.
There we go.
Love Is Noise is your walkout song. You
Come
need
on,
it.
literally get us. Give us a call. Take us a week. It'll be mixed and mastered. Do it for free. Fuck it.
There you
and
go.
walk out to it, and it'll be
Hell
the
yeah.
hardest song you'll ever have. So yeah.
You've mentioned the Loathe tour a couple of times. It was something we spoke about last time. We chatted to you as well. We were sort of speaking about how it's amazing that somehow you two have never toured together. It's happening now. I think it's a given that you're excited for it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
is there any kind of special preparations you're putting into that tour?
So, one, it's a blessing to be able to do that. It's been like 10 years in the making. They're the best of people. They're great friends, and the fact they've put us on it is incredible. They could have put any band on, and they decided to choose ours. It's incredible. Lovar, one of our favourite bands, and it's just a blessing to be able to be on that tour for one. Two, special preparations. We're just trying to make the best set possible. Hopefully Eric can come and do the solo one of the shows.
Yeah, that would be so sick.
I haven't talked to him about it, but I'm guessing he'll be down. Because of a tour like that and how much it costs to tour as a band, we can't have any special like lighting setup or anything like that, because we're putting all our money into like our van and merch and the gear and that type of stuff. But we'll be given the set of a lifetime, and we want to be able to. For us, it's not about being the best band on the bill. When we're opening a tour, it's about making that room as lively and as just as buzzed as possible for the headliner.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, even if they're friends of ours, even if they're not. We don't do this for us. We do it for the crowd, and we do it to be the best touring band we can for the headliners and the bands above us. Everyone should be together, and we're never fighting for a space. We're happily, if we're first, we're happy if we're second, we're happy wherever we are, because we'll give the same show, and we just want to have fun. And that Loathe tour will be incredible, and it's going to sell very well. It already has sold very well, because Loathe are one of the biggest bands in kind of this scene, and it's just, again, it's a blessing to be on that, and I can't wait to just be able to chill and get to watch Loathe every night. That's fucking crazy.
Sick with Zetra on that lineup as well.
Zetra as
really
well,
fun.
incredible.
Yeah.
And it's such a Loathe thing to have just bands that just do things differently.
Yeah.
Like Loathe, multi-genre band. Love Is Noise, multi-genre band. Zetra, they're one genre, but it's completely different.
Very
it's
unique,
like
yeah.
80s synth pop. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
And I love their music. I need to listen to more of it. But to go from Love Is Noise, high energy, it's such a smart move as well. To us, high energy gets the crowd going. Crowd gets to chill for Zetra, gets to have the enjoyment of that, and then it's like, okay, here's the Kings, and they get to sound absolutely massive. And it's a very well put together tour.
Yeah.
The routing's incredible as well. We get to go to Ireland for the first time, and I've started liking beer again, so we get to have a little Guinness, even though I don't really like it, but I've got to have one.
Yeah.
And I'll be splitting the G in, like, there's no chance that would be me. Just one though. I only have one beer. That's it. One beer a day. That sounds like an alcoholic.
So you've only got one attempt to split the G successfully then?
I've never had an attempt yet, because I've
okay.
So it'll be one done, and then
One and
I'll just
done.
be like, no more Guinness, just give me a beer and Moretti. Chris one. That's all I care about.
Oh yeah, man. We talk a lot on our podcast about album recommendations, whether it's something new, old, a classic, something that's way under the radar. So we want to ask you if you could recommend one album for people to check out. What would it be?
Okay, so when I go to recommend an album, I try and recommend something that will change someone's opinion on what music can be. So, it's so hard, because there's three in my mind. I think we'll go heavy music, and I want to say Psychoframe's new record, but it's got to be Sangui Sugarbog's new album that's about to come out. I don't know what it's called, because it's just going to be about 1,000 names in one. I'm very lucky that I can even say
I was about to
Sangui
say
Sugarbog.
flawless pronunciation, because I've fucked it every
I used to
single
say
time.
Sangui Sushi Bog, Sangui Dugabog. I said it wrong so many times. Like it's
I
sick.
don't think I've even attempted to say it out loud.
No, it's crazy.
So I'm not brave enough.
And it's cool that we're label mates, and we found out recently that they like Love Is Noise, which is cool. So
Oh, that's amazing.
that would be sick if, you know, one day we get to get a feature with Sangui Tugabog.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny. And if it was a really light song and it's just and then all of a sudden it goes
Just fucking, yeah.
just big Jack Legend fucking going crazy. But it will be that record. You should pre-order it because it's going to be sick. The 2 new songs that they've got out are incredible. The drum work is crazy. The videos are incredible. Like the first video they released for the first single is like Black Hole Sun on drugs, and it's fucking incredible. It's one of the best videos I've ever seen. And I think Easter Daily did it. I think that's his Instagram name. He works for like Gajira and stuff. If I butchered that name, so sorry. But incredible. So yeah, Sangui Sugabog's new album I think would be the one you need to listen to.
Awesome.
There was something I wanted to ask you actually about the Hole in Me video.
Yes.
Is the symbolism of burning the old photographs, was that just to sort of like say that chapter is done?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Sick,
Glad to
man,
know about that. Thank you so much. But yeah, that was the reason why. We actually shot that in the studio space we were using, and then it turned out that the fire was going too crazy, so we literally had to bucket of water, everything.
Oh,
literally.
shit.
And then we had to go outside, and that was green screen, so it wasn't actually in the room.
Oh, right.
So Murray Deeves is a fucking madman.
Yeah.
His work is, him and Zach, man, they've done wonders on our work. And yeah, we're just very special to be able to work with so many incredible people. Murray, man, what a go. And yeah, he's done the new video as well.
Sick.
Yeah, it's the best one we've done.
Hell yeah.
And people will think it's the most expensive video we've done. I'll let you decide if it is or not. I will not tell you if it is or not. Yeah, we'll leave that to the internet.
Awesome, man.
Lovely. We'll wrap up by just asking, what is the main thing you're excited for in the future of Lover's Noise?
Is to go from a band that people misunderstood or didn't look at to being a band that, because they've seen us live, they need to have us on shows, they need to have us on festivals, they need to check us out. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most, because it would have been that we've earned it, and I want to feel like we've earned the growth of the band. I don't want to be given anything just because of who we were, who I am, who the band is. We earned the Love Tour, we weren't given it, and I want that. I don't want to ever be just given something because I know someone. So that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most, going from underestimated to hell yeah, they've
Just undeniable.
And when you watch it today, you'll see that the effort we put in, it shows.